So I was thinking about the Israelites recently, and it may sound as if God was very harsh with them because multiple times he told them that you will not see the promised land, but your children will, right? And if you read starting from Exodus, you just see how strict God was, because it was like, oh, if you do this, you will die. If you do that, you will die. If you do something wrong, you will die. You go against me, you will die, you know. And that sounds harsh. And I know some people have actually called God egotistic and narcissistic, for that. Like, oh, why should a God who's so loving force me to follow him and worship him? Which isn't the case for us now. But for the Israelites, think about it, right? I used to sell dogs, and the most common question people would ask me is this dog pure breed? And after they asked that, they would ask me, how far back was the breed a different one? How far back uh, did the breed become purified or whatever? I'm trying to simplify what they would say. And so basically, for those who did biology, you understand genetics, right? For you to turn, for example, white skin to dark skin, you need to introduce the dark skin gene consistently for a number of generations until that gene is wiped out. Okay, not completely, obviously, because your DNA remains, but it will be wiped out to some degree, and you will go from light skin to dark skin, right? For those who understand biology and genetics. And so that's kind of what I applied when I thought of the Israelites and God and the wilderness and everything, and why he said that they would not see the promised land, but their children would. God knew that the Israelites' children will have been purified enough to enter the promised land. Let's think of this. Remember, the Israelites were enslaved for what, 6 generations, 4 generations? They had a slavery mentality, and that's why they were constantly just doing things wrong. They were complaining, they were worshiping false gods, they were just doing all kinds of things that were just so slave like, And I think that's why God had to force them to rest on the seventh day, because they probably had the mentality of work, work all the time, work. They were slaves, right? And as Africans, well, we were not enslaved. Our generation was not enslaved, but our ancestors were. And we understand that there's certain slavery traits that we're still fighting with till today. And I know you understand what I'm saying.